Hello, everyone. Independent conservative. Thank you for joining me once again. I hope you guys are staying cool because it is hot here in the city of Cleveland. So stay hydrated. But anyway, I wanted to talk a few minutes about something that's tragic, but then it's not tragic. Okay? It's tragic, but then it's not tragic. It's tragic for the three teenagers who lost their lives, but it's not tragic for the family man that protected his family. And I was reading a portion of an article that stated that this happens in Georgia. 4 o'clock in the morning, a group of three teenagers dressed in black decided to break into this man's home. Okay, according to the article, one of the teens started shooting first. Okay, now I don't know all the details, but one of the teens apparently started shooting first, and the man, father, the husband, returned fire, killing all three. According to the article, no charges were brought against the man that shot all three of these teenagers because it was a clear stand your ground case. You got three people breaking in your house at 4 o'clock in the morning dressed in black. So clearly they came to do harm. And your doggone family is there, okay? Now, it's tragic in that these teens lost their lives. And I don't want anyone to, because sometimes I tend to get a little agitated at some of this stuff. And once again, I apologize. But I just get so sick and tired of the ignorance and the hard-heartedness and the lack of just justice that I see. I'm talking about true justice, not this social justice bull crap. I'm talking about real justice, okay? And it's not a matter of left or right or Democrat or Republican. It's common sense. I get so tired of seeing that and hearing that it gets me aggravated. And I get so tired of people not seeing it. It gets me aggravated. But it's unfortunate that these three teens lost their lives. It's unfortunate that they lost their lives. So that's it. They're gone. But it's fortunate that this man was not charged for protecting his family. You mean to tell me 4 o'clock in the morning, these three teens should have been in bed, at home, in bed, sleeping. But they decide 4 o'clock in the morning to dress in black, which I get so sick and tired of seeing these teenagers walking around because they do it here in the city of Cleveland. It's 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees. It burning hot. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. You'll see them dressed with these black things over their face. Negro, take that thing off your face. Nothing. Anyway. 4 o'clock in the morning, they feel the need to break into this man's house. Now, according to the article, one was 16, I think another was 17, and I think another was 15, something on that line. But the father got off. I mean, stand your ground, because in Georgia, stand your ground case. Now, unfortunately, I got to go here. All three of the teens were black. They were. Now, I mentioned this, not because I hate my own self and I hate myself. Stop it, man. The only people that hate themselves is people that live this kind of lifestyle. You live a life of crime and debauchery, you hate yourself. So I want this junk about you hate yourself because you keep talking about these things that black people do. Come on, man. That sounds stupid. That's retarded. That don't even sound right. How I hate myself because I'm exposing the ignorance of a lot of black people. It's the black people that live this kind of life that hate themselves. Clearly, they don't love themselves. Stop talking stupid, man. The problem here is this. I mentioned these three black teens, mention them as blacks, because this is a major problem in the black community that black folks and people and woke white people won't address. White people won't address it in the mainstream media and in society, at least for the most part, because they don't want to be called racist. Black people don't want to address it because they're goofy. They're blind to the realities of what their community is doing. They think that it's some otherworldly force that's causing it, when a lot of this stuff has to do, I say a lot of it, not all, but a lot of it has to do with a lack of parental guidance. These three boys had no business out at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to rob some man's house. Now, that isn't to say that there was no father in the home, because it could have been the father in the home, and they just and they decided to sneak out, whatever, and do something stupid. But then again, if the father was truly, if there was a father in the home, and any of these boys' lives, if he was a true disciplinarian, he would have taught them not to be stupid. I'm just being sarcastic, but you get my point. They would have some discipline, and they would know, at least one of them would know, I'm not going out there, man. I'm not going out there with you to get I'm not going out there no 4 o'clock in the morning to go rob somebody, man. You crazy? This ain't the movie Set It Off, bruh. I'm not finna do that. Clearly, to some large extent, this is a reflection of the lack of fathers and a lack of parental guidance in a lot of these black homes. I was watching a video to show you how people are, black people are in these areas. The mindset a lot of them have. I was watching Jericho Green, whom I really like. I like him. I don't know if any of you guys have subscribed to him. I really like this cat, man. He's cool. I was watching Jericho Green, right? And he was talking about how this young lady was at the funeral of her 1-year-old child that got shot, I guess mistakenly by some police. Somebody got shot and he got hit with a bullet. And obviously she went to the lawyer and she got some money, got paid for it, right? Clearly she got paid. And she's at the 1-year-old boy's funeral flashing money on some social media. At her son's funeral, flashing money. Now, I don't even need to go into the detail of how crazy and unrestrained and demonic and immoral that is. Only we would do something. Only our kind would do something crazy like that. Only people with a hood rat mind would do something crazy like that. Tell me that's good. I think you get my point. What is wrong with these people? Well, I know what's wrong with them. I know. Not saying that in a self-righteous way, but I know. It's a whole bunch of concepts that I'm not going to get to in this video. But really? So going back to the 3 boys that were unfortunately taken out of here with a clear case of self-defense and standing your ground in your own doggone home at 4 o'clock in the morning. Funny Marco always says this. He used to always say this. It's a mindset thing. And it is. The mindset of a lot of these young people, the mindset of a lot of these young black kids, the mindset of a lot of these young black quote-unquote parents. It is a mindset thing that is destroyed by the rap music they listen to, destroyed by the lack of parental guidance, destroyed by a number of other things. A lack of God in their life, a lack of church, a lack of Jesus, a lack of the Holy Spirit, a lack of everything. Filled with crap. So, I hate to say, but I'm glad that man is alive and his family is alive. I'm glad. I hate that the 3 boys are dead and gone, but I'm pretty sure I would have did the same thing. You're not going to break in my house. I don't care who you is. Break in my house and I got my family with me. You're going to break in my house at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to sit back and let you fire at me because I think you underage. I'm going to fire at you and you're going to end up 6 feet under. You're not going to take me out and you're not going to take my family out. Any real man would do the same thing, except maybe somebody that's woke. One of these woke social justice warrior nutbags, these bleeding heart liberals, they probably wouldn't. But they're against gun violence. I don't want to. I'm against gun violence. Okay, let something like that happen to you and see how that works. Let something like that happen to you in your family and see how that works. I think you probably would change your mind when it comes to guns, or at least some kind of weapon. But anyway, I digress. Any normal man would feel the same way. Any normal man would do the same thing. So I just wanted to make that comment, and I'm going to keep exposing this kind of behavior. I wish I could get some comments, some real comments in the comment section, but a lot of times I don't get it because I think sometimes I wonder, people know I'm right, but they don't want to agree. That's fine. I don't care. I'm still going to do these videos. I'm still going to do them. I'm still going to do them because it needs to change and it needs to stop. Parents be parents. Fathers be fathers. And all will be well. Pretty simple. It's not brain surgery. Discipline your kids. Keep them in the house. Keep them in school. Give them morals and values. Oh, well, many of these parents don't have that, but a lot of this stuff is common sense. It's not brain surgery. A lot of it's common sense. But common sense is no longer common right now in the world we live in right now. It's no longer common. We're living in the upside down right now. But anyway, yeah. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.